Welcome back, everybody. Let's say some SquarePants creature from the Krusty Krab. Now this is happening. Hecathnal fury like a protozoa scorn.
Phew! Another bad dream. Happily, all is normal. I'm fine.
Except you're in bed with a patty.
Trouble.
Trouble indeed. That's probably illegal in Bikini Bottom.
Good morning, Plankton.
Karen! No mistakes this time! Reroute power feeds B6 and K12.
Confirm. Please enjoy your new size.
The power! The absolute power! Who's your daddy now?
Why are you so shiny?
Now let's see if I can cause some good old-fashioned mayhem. Starting with those infernal dwellings over there. My atomic-powered eye sees their abodes perfectly.
Atomic? I thought you just got bigger.
Anything special I should know about my transformation?
I didn't know you had a nuclear reactor implant.
Increased size.
Well, duh.
Increased physical strength.
Very good.
And the ability to fire an atomic destructo raid from your eye.
Excellent. Now let's cause some mayhem.
Let's. So, there's something kind of peculiar that this game does in this particular portion of the level. It doesn't tell you how to move around until you've moved into a certain area. I have a feeling that's missing the point, but you can punch or shoot the laser attack as you saw earlier. Laser attack, you just tap the button and it shoots a couple, well, like a full second of laser. And you have to wait for the whole thing to recharge again. It's weird seeing how big and obtrusive the thing on the right hand side is. And it kind of implies that there's stuff to conserve, but there actually isn't. So anyways, now you just gotta destroy things and have fun with that. That's basically all there is to things right now. As you can see though, Plankton starts moving quite slowly and then gets into a run. If though you have to be impatient, and you're also annoyed by how slowly he turns, because this is as quick as I can turn, punching actually, for one, makes you turn much more quickly, and if you start walking and then punch, it'll actually put you straight into a run. So basically, the quickest way to get around in this level is by punching constantly. Kind of weird, but it's quite effective. Now then. I don't know if I ever finished saying this last episode, but I am quite annoyed actually by the fact that the game doesn't tell you. Yes, I can't see how many super states are on this level. I might have seen it when I started the level, I might not have. Glowing things should be smashed. Boom, he also ran into things to damage them. These are also not indestructible, never mind. Boom. It's oddly satisfying ramming into things. But I'm not sure if I ever saw the counter for how many CP seeds are in this area. But I can't see it. I can't prompt it to come up now.
Oh yeah, I meant to say that you can also stamp on things. Being so short, you're probably not so used to stamping, but I'm sure you'll get the hang of it.
I'm communicating with Karen. Yes, I know. Boom! You don't actually have to stomp, but I also picked up a thing, as you can see, along the megaphone right there. Ta-da! Or you can just stomp on things. It's really not useful because there are very, very few things you can stomp. It's quite slow and doesn't do much damage to anything, so don't bother. But say, for example, if I pick up a Patrick Sleepy Seed, I'll get to see how many Patrick Sleepy Seeds are in the level, but only Patrick. I don't get to see how many Plankton Sleepy Seeds there are either. His roar is still tiny. Yeah, so those little things I picked up and the weird white circles on the right hand side. Now, let me do this. Oh, actually. Let me do this. Which looks weird, but it's apparently an effective roar. Plankton! Get up. You fool. Oh. Somehow I went over these two things last time. I managed to trip over both. I managed to trip over one. I got up way at about here, and then managed to trip over a second time and make that second tanker explode as well. I wanted to recreate that. It's open so amusing. What are these giant purple things? It looks like cherry blossoms are in season or something. Which doesn't seem very in character for Bikini Bottom. Oh well. on.
Why, yes, how deliciously exciting. I shall render more destruction to the patrons of that drive-in movie theater.
Ticket, please.
I'm a 50-foot atomic-powered Plankton!
You still need a ticket.
Confound you! With your ticket booth and your unbending rules! There must be a ticket around here somewhere.
Forget you. Oops. Well, that too, but forget you. Go away. Yet the fish still stands, despite having nothing but the smoking remains of a ticket booth. Oh well. Sorry, popcorn. Also, you can walk into things and slowly damage them at the same time. Why it works, I don't know, but it happens. So you saw him pick up ticket parts or something by destroying them. You have gingers. Also, you do virtually no damage by roaring, so don't even bother with it. I don't really know why it's a thing you're allowed to do at all. And it's something that you need to collect stuff to do as well. Not so tough now, are you, tough coward? Choosy candy. Somehow that picking up... According to the UI, we just now picked up 4 tickets, so she made another actual ticket up here in the middle. There we go. So I just get to walk through here. No big deal made out of it or anything. This will probably end in casualties, but... Alright. Boom! Casualties. And because this game can't be creative enough to not be ripping off a gag from the show itself, we need to see Plankton running in between 2 people on a movie screen as they're talking to each other. Just like in the episode Fun. I have a fun song stuck in my head. Not sure I should apologize for doing the same to other people or not. Fun song is a song that deserves to be spread around the world. I'm happy to help do that. I think your laser can destroy... Yeah, your laser can destroy those copters. Oh, they also destroy the nets too, apparently. I never really bothered trying to do that. There's no real reason to destroy the nets, actually. You just walk around most of them, but even if you don't, it doesn't matter. Or make much of a difference. Can't destroy the spotlights for some reason.
Mother said I'd never be able to fly, but look at me now!
And there are occasionally caves like this one that you can run into, and then find a sleepy seat in. So keep an eye out. Wait a minute, it says there are 2 sleepy seats here. I did indeed miss one, it looks like. Where was that? I don't remember there being another sleepy seat in this area. That's the hands you get at. On those nets, it doesn't matter. Was a sleepy seed. Said I have one out too. But isn't there just the one cave? I'm confused now. Very unfortunate manner. Come on, I picked up all these sleepy seats earlier in this episode, or earlier tonight. I thought there was only one here. I might have to restart this action, cut some stuff out to make sure I get all those sleepy seeds. Crap, but where would it be? If you want to just let me see my progress and see how many sleepy seeds I've picked up, it won't be a problem. But no button lets me do that. Also, there are step marks on the sky. Well.
What? Someone dares to set up another rival for the chum bucket? I shall soon put a stop to that.
After very slowly walking to it, you get to do a little minigame. I actually don't know what happens if you failed, but I'm kind of curious. Because you get a timer, I've never even considered failing it. What does happen? Nobody seems to be concerned about me being here, and they're like walking away, but better luck. Oh no, was that like a game over? That was a game over. That's simply unacceptable. Well, in that case. Boom, look at that dramatic breaking free. So we'll have to I believe I'll have to pick up that CB seed now though. Because yeah.
Tank. Get it?
Efficient tank, great. But I want to see, did I just misread that when I saw that there were 2 CB seeds here? No, there was 1. Did I misread that really badly? It felt like I misread that as, yeah, see, there's 1 plankton and then 2. I think I missed a part earlier where I was supposed to pick up a Patrick Sleepy Seed. Which would be pretty awkward. Where am I gonna go? I don't know if that's far back enough. No, there's nothing in the first area, I'm quite sure of that. I think I just need to keep out for what I missed earlier.
Get it?
That'll teach you to mess with me.
As I know, did I miss one or not? I'm pretty sure I missed a Patrick one somewhere, because it looked like it said 1 out of 2 Patricks.
Would be prudent to, how should I put this?
Wait a minute, no! Alright, 1 second, I'm gonna come back. It said, bro, like next time, but progressing you through the level anyways. 1 second. So the game tells you to destroy glowing things, but that doesn't seem to be required at all. I can just run past these things, can't I? Yeah. Interesting. So this is what happens if you actually succeed, by the way. I might just have some confused right now. Go! There. I might actually have something kind of confused right now with what the counter counts as a single area, though. It's kind of weird sometimes. Yeah, see, now it still says I have 1 out of 2 Patricks, actually. So, I was actually kind of confused in what the game was saying when I had or hadn't missed something. Usually, that little counter counts for whatever area you're in, except this time I'm in multiple areas, so... It counts multiple areas in this particular level for no apparent reason. It's kind of weird. Like I've said before, this game's mechanics for helping you find CBCs can actually throw you off pretty badly sometimes.
How should I put this? Smash the Bikini Bottom Defense Force to smithereens?
Sure.
No one can stand
What are these things anyways? Parachute factory. Oh no, one was completely destroyed. What was the other one? Something free something. The back side of this sign is also quite metal. I want to see it. Just kind of destroyed it. Darn it.
Now they shall have no rallying point in their continually bothersome exploits.
How did I not run into that? Alright though. Oh, I'm not gonna crash into it. I'm gonna carefully walk over it. Deal damage to it that way. It's a viable tactic. Let's just ram it.
Laughed at me, but now I'm big and they laugh at me.
Who's laughing? I think I gotta shoot a missile at me before I even started. Oh, you can also punch the nuts. I didn't know about that. Alright.
Have we here? Right, Daddy. I'm coming for you.
There it is. Let's take the route that Patty didn't take so it doesn't realize we're sneaking up on it. Stealth is of key importance right now.
Mount Fishmore. No more will the people of this town go without the image of their true leader.
Of course. I picked up the 1 Plankton in this group of areas. I picked up the 2 Patricks as well. Alright.
sunbathing, swimming, water sports, and rampaging.
Rampage! Maybe not. Just gonna get blocked by an invisible wall, leaving cracks in the water. Alright, folks. Well, we can at least run over things.
Run! Giant Plankton!
Indeed. Tree dome breaks quite easily, which I guess makes sense, but it's probably made of pretty thick glass. I expect it to be more difficult to destroy. So I can complain. Laser! What? I did game. Oh, you actually did all of them individually. Darn it. Oh, so that's sometimes if you die. It's kinda, it takes forever for laser to recharge. So it can be something of a nuisance. I'm at least exploring what the death animations are in this game, I guess. That I didn't get to see when I played through the game earlier tonight. Alright though, now you can really get through these point levels quite quickly if you're actually just running straight through the whole thing. Especially with that running trick.
Mount Fishmore. No more will the people of this town go without the image of their true leader.
The game keeps making you stop running.
Ah, the goo.
But if you get a good angle on it, actually just hit like this. Well, you can take it all out in one laser, but that doesn't necessarily happen. Guys! I was able to get it all in one go the last time. Thank you! Like that. You need to be closer, I guess.
I have never seen a sight more beautiful. Now what else shall I smash?
This stuff, apparently. Lots of track tank, or tank tracks, I guess, except they're just through the walls. Hi, tank.
Source of world power and the key to my global domination.
I don't think you really need finance at this point, Plankton. You kinda have other means of coercion and getting what you require. But if that's the route you wish to take, I guess. I think money might be a bit too small for you to handle.
Oh, there it goes. Come back here.
There it goes indeed. Like how he says that. What? Just kind of random thing going on, part of life. Giant patties running from gianter you. Oh well. So whatever shall we do?
This fatty, precipitated rampage rages right through Bikini Bottom. Stay tuned for more awesome alliteration antics. Look it up, kids.
Good luck. So what do you do about this? Well, we're gonna have a mini game where I have to press the right buttons, which is kind of awkward for me because, as I explained last episode, I actually have my buttons swapped,
The last thing I do.
and so I oftentimes do things like that.
Come out,
At least my X and B buttons are swapped. This shit's really easy to be thrown off by.
Patty. I'm
It's
unstoppable.
really taking a little bit longer than usual, but oh well.
I sure love smashing things up.
It's, I don't know why, I always find minigames where you just have to press the right buttons
Last
and
thing I do.
short amounts of time to be oddly easy to
Come out wherever
do,
you are.
despite them being so mind-numbing. It's surprisingly easy to be entertained by them for short periods of time. In this case, it is in fact a short period of time.
Unstoppable.
There you go.
All that effort for naught.
Weenie Jr. is at World Headquarters. Some snoozies. How's it 91%? I got one wrong. Out of all those presses. I don't think we have the same idea, game, of what accuracy entails. Regardless of our disagreements, we must continue onward. We must avoid event of the year. In 3D. Come on. There you go.
The dirt, the grime. It reminds me of the jump bucket.
Your chum bucket is basically outdoors?
You've got your I-beam thingy. Why don't you use it on those pylons?
Why don't I? Boom! So those things normally create giant, annoying fields of electricity you can't actually walk through. You get zapped if you try to. I don't think they hurt you. They just knock you back. That's no point annoying. So you just destroy them all. Each one though, even if there's only one left and there's no longer electricity arcing anywhere, there's still a big area around each of those pylons you can't actually walk around. It's kind of annoying. Crash. Hey. Maybe there are 2 Planktons we're gonna have to find as well. Of course, the where is another matter. I know where 1 is.
See if you can overload the power supply. The
So we find everything up
door
until
is
it should be
powered by
fine.
those power stations. Find a way to fire them up.
If you say so, robot.
Trusted beyond my wildest dreams.
See, the weird thing about these is, yeah, you need to focus your laser on it to a certain degree for it to actually work. Which generally means being close to a certain degree. They also can't really hit both at the same time, it seems like. Unless I try lining myself up like this. I don't know if your laser, I don't think your laser can go through though.
Got it. Now
It can.
the other.
It also cuts your laser short when you get the first one, which means it recharges more quickly, which is actually kind of nice. There we go.
Daddy, I'm coming for you.
I just thought, whoa, ow. Weird rotation. I just thought eye lasers would be kind of impractical. You can't really see if you're generating a ton of light from your eye, can you? Here we go. What do you mean further mayhem? There's a wall right there. Boom. Stuff looks like lava. What is that? I'm toxic waste. It's probably not very good.
Go!
Go!
Nicely done.
And there's one more Plankton to find somewhere. I'll have to figure out where that is. Boom! Can I destroy the tanks like that? I can. How satisfying. Yeah, though I'm not quite sure that last Plankton is. We'll have to find it. We'll see somewhere, though. Because there's a good deal of level left, too. So these things are kind of annoying. There's not really much to them either. Just kind of what makes them annoying. They just shoot missiles at you. But whenever they shoot a missile, they stop rotating for a little while. They keep facing the same direction. You can't just Iron Man through them, I guess, just continuously punching them, but they have a lot of health. So what helps to do is fake it out like that. Well, no, it doesn't stop rotating after I punch it. Different turrets in this game act differently, apparently. These ones just kind of follow you forever and keep shooting. There's some you find later that will do what I was talking about, where you can fake them out and then they won't rotate for like a couple more seconds. Come on, game, be consistent with your own rules. I like punching things for other things. It's always the most effective way to approach various issues.
Bastard commercial rival. Now let's see how they cope with a hostile takeover.
Why should I bother with this? I don't seem to get anything out of actually doing it. And I do know that I don't lose anything for not doing it. Let's see if we can do it in 10 seconds. I'm playing the race against clock. You have to work for it. You also just rotate your controls like in a circle for it to work instead of having to jam it from side to side and damaging your control stick. Some of this Plankton propaganda reminds you of Plan Z. I think Plan Z would have worked a little bit better if Plankton was huge. Right. Laser thing. There you go, I actually managed to destroy both.
Get it?
I still haven't I think they do. Nope, that's how big its range is. I just now got shocked by that thing. I have to say, I would like to show you guys the range of these things. I keep destroying them all.
I'll destroy you. Get it?
Looks like I could place you'd almost find a sleepy seed. Come on, one more sleepy seed. One more Plankton sleepy seed.
got?
I
Plankton, sir. We're going to have to ask you.
myself am required to do something.
What a surprisingly old-fashioned gateway. Memo to self in drawbridge for home.
Drawbridge would make a nice addition. Even complete with things that make you fall over. And then leave cracks in the air. Look at that. Not right there, not that far away. There we go, right there. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful freak of nature.
Dance of destruction.
Dance of destruction. That's a great way of putting it here. Wild
Watch out below.
pummeling of fists. Not quite sure I agree though.
More of those power stations.
I see. Well, you know what to deal with these, as annoying as they are, because it takes so darn long to recharge everything, but... Oh, I got two in one go. That's actually pretty impressive to me. Because I had to get each one individually last time I ran through here, so that's quite nice. Still just concerned about the Sleepy Seed, though. So it seems like instead of being concerned about Sleepy Z's, or other Sleepy... or Snoozy Z's... What's that what they're called? Oh, Snoozies, I think. Something concerned about those throughout every episode. I'm gonna be concerned about CB seeds throughout every episode now, because those are actually important to showing off everything in the game, because you unlock something in particular. I remember what that last CB seed was. I wouldn't have much reason to be concerned.
Quite used to all this stomping around.
Sure you could. Hey, Rockfish! Look like you're kind of busy being abducted by a flying patty. What's going on? Where are you going? Evidently this little raised edge is just too steep for Plankton to muster the strength to go over. Yeah, I know. What are you doing, Patty? What are you doing to that poor rockfish? Just gonna like take him for a little circle ride? I guess so. Okay. That was invigorating.
I wish Mother and Father were here to see this.
Somehow I have nothing to say to that. Anyways, could you please find yet another seed somewhere?
How interesting. Turrets to destroy.
Part of the reason I'm acting so anxious about it is because the one sleepy seed I did remember, the last one that I picked up, I thought was the last one. So I might have actually missed it. Should be quite annoying. Also, before you deal with the turrets in this area, get rid of the tanks. Makes things a lot easier. Yeah, see, these ones, they don't turn for a little while after they shoot at you. They also wait a really long time to shoot at you. A really long time to come out from their cover. But they won't shoot again after they fire once, until they hide. Yes, it's like some weird roulette type thing, which is where the light chooses which one's gonna pop out at you. It's odd. Again. Watch that. Buh. Of course, like before, they have a ton of health too. There we go. I don't think you can destroy the entire thing in one go. Oh, you can if you actually hit it really quickly. But otherwise, you have a lot to put up with. But nothing you can't do in 2 goes. That would be 2 Plankton. Your scientific genius doesn't extend to mathematics, apparently. And all suppressed you'd manage to do the things you do without such experience, but okay. There we go. That's every turret. And And some slip seat. Alright, cool. I'll enjoy running back to this, so I'll pick that up then. And away we go.
Plankton's perilous patty precipitated rampage rages right through Bikini Bottom. Stay tuned for more awesome alliteration antics. Look it up, kids.
Have we heard that line before?
You can't hide forever, Mr. Patty.
Also seen this game before, of course.
Come out wherever you are.
So I don't know what to say about it that's different this time around, but I'll at least try to have fun with it.
I sure
And remember to press the right button.
You'll be mine, Krabby Patty.
I'm sure it will be, Plankton. I'm sure it will be. Work hard for your reward. Hard work always works, as you've been taught by many, many cartoons before how. This is what your college year is going towards, Plankton.
I sure love matching
All this
things
time.
up.
Kind of sad that Plankton no longer says that I went to college. It was always one of the more music lines of his to me. Yeah, I'm still throwing myself off with the X's and B's. There we go.
The last thing I do.
This one tower is also a little bit taller. I don't know how much taller though.
Mine, Krabby Patty.
Not problematically so.
Not here. You
As you can see,
Patty.
it's Swing Out Jr.'s second world headquarters. Oh, nice. Also, it doesn't matter how long you take either, apparently. It's just presses and accuracy, but, oh well. That's going to make things easier. I don't know what that's even supposed to mean. That all seems to imply that you can still continue even if you fail the game. Given that I was able to continue while I failed the stick spinning game earlier to replace a sign, I might be able to still continue if I fail that. I don't know. I'll have to see. Guess it'd be convenient if I could still continue. Okay, that's only entirely terrifying, those teeth. Clipping through everything, piercing its own skin.
We made it! Hey, is that Plankton?
Who's the Patty now, Krabby Daddy?
Hey, Plankton! There's something different about you! New haircut? Wow! Look out!
Have you groomed your unibrow lately?
That's my Krabby Patty, porous pest. Give it back!
Why does he suddenly have hands? I thought he was supposed to have nubs. It looks terrifying. I thought it was stretched. Anyways, so that unsettling conclusion, I guess I'll have to see you guys next time. Next episode, let's play Spongebob SquarePants, Creature from the Krusty Krab, or taking control of Spongebob once more in a new, exciting way. See you then, guys.